Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am doing look number 2 for you in my purple series. Today's look features all inexpensive brand makeup. What I decided to do was use this Maybelline palette here. It's a Stylish Smokes, the Lavender Smokes palette. This is what it looks like. I was originally going to use my BH palette, but I decided to use something different. So I used that for today's look. I will be doing another look for you. It will be more of like a dramatic evening look, and for that one I am going to use my BH palette. So I hope that you guys find the tutorial interesting and helpful. And if you're interested in seeing how I used this little palette here, keep watching. It's coming right up. I'm going to start with a little bit of my Garnier BB cream. I'm going to try to keep the whole tutorial kind of within budget. You know, I'm not going to use anything higher end. And I know that finally here in the United States we can get the BB cream, so that's what I'm going to use to start with. I've had mine for quite a while. It first became available in Europe, and Gemma was kind enough to send me a couple. So I've actually had mine for quite some time. And I always felt bad using it because I knew that you couldn't get it here in the United States. So now I don't feel so bad using it. Since I don't have a solid concealer similar to my Laura Mercier, I'm going to use a little bit of my Collection 2000 concealer just to cover up any redness on my face. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dab it over the redness that I have. What I'm going to use next is a little bit of my NYX powder foundation just to add a little bit more coverage to my skin here. And I'm just using this on a stippling brush. For my eyebrows, I'm going to use some of my Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer. I'm just going to use my Japanese eyebrow brush to kind of smooth this through my eyebrows. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with the eyes now. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to start with a thin layer of my Painterly paint pot. So I'm going to start with a little bit of my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I really need to sharpen this. Just here in the inner corner, I'm going to use a little brush to kind of smooth this through. I'm going to use another Jumbo NYX pencil. This one is an Oyster, and it's a very nice kind of lavender purple. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the rest of my lid here. Now, if you can't get your hands on NYX, if you live in Europe, I do have a couple of suggestions for you. If you're here in the United States and you can't get your hands on NYX, Revlon has I think it's Revlon has the cream shadows. You can get one of those. I believe that they have one with purple in it, like a light purple. For those of you that are in Europe, Sleek has the primer palette, and I have one here actually. This is what it looks like. For the inner color here, I obviously would use the white. And then here is the purple. You could mix the white and the purple together to get more of a lavender type color. So if you can't get NYX, this primer palette is a great option. Okay, this next step is totally optional. I know a lot of people like to keep things simple. You know, any added steps means less time in the morning or for whatever you have planned. Some people just don't like the fuss. But if you do have the extra time, if you don't mind this extra step, and I'm going to go ahead and do this, but what you can do is take a darker purple, and since I don't have the darker NYX pencil, I'm going to go into my Sleek palette and I'm going to take that dark purple right there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that in this outer corner here and just kind of lightly blend it over. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to take a little bit more of that oyster and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line from corner to corner. Okay, so we're going to start with the base color here. And this one is going to go in our inner corner, right where we put down the white jumbo pencil. And what I would suggest is to just pat it in and then start smoothing it a little bit. Okay, next is going to be this color here. And for this I'm just using my Sonia Kashuk little brush here, my favorite brush. Well, one of my favorite brushes. And what I'm doing is just kind of pressing this in. And don't worry about blending right now. We're going to do that after we have laid down all of our color. Okay, we're going to take this color here. This is the actually the liner color in the palette, but it's beautiful and I like it a lot more than this crease color here. Same brush, and we're just going to press that into the darker purple. I'm going to take my Ulta crease brush here to start blending this color. I'm just going to do some small circles right up onto my brow bone. Or you can do back and forth. I'm just taking that little Sonia Kashuk brush and pulling some of that color up onto the brow bone. Not too much, I just want it real light. Alright, we're going to go back into our little palette here. We're going to take this color right here and we are going to run that along our lower lash line. Same brush, the Sonia Kashuk brush. Okay, the color that I'm going to use next is this one here. It's from Wet n Wild. It's called Brulee. Yeah, it's just like Max Brulee, for those of you that don't know. I'm going to take it on a little brush like this, and I'm just going to run it right underneath my eyebrow here. Just going to push that in, and then kind of run it into the purple color up here. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this Makeup Academy color here. It is shade 1, and it is a pearl finish. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to take a little bit of that on the same brush and just put it right underneath my arch. Okay, what I'm going to do now is curl my lashes and use some black mascara. Okay, since I'm trying to keep today's tutorial within a certain budget, I'm not going to use any of my correctors because I have the Giorgio Armani and the Pixie Peach corrector. The Pixie Peach corrector is like $15. The Giorgio Armani is 30 something. So I'm just going to skip the correctors for today. I don't really think I need it too much anyway. So for my concealer, I'm going to use my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector. That's what I'm going to use. And I use Fair, which in the summertime usually is too light for me, but right now I think it's okay. Just going to press this. You know, every time I make a video, I tell myself, Felicia, you're not going to talk so much in the video. Just do the tutorial and be done with it, you know, and get it done in a decent amount of time. It never happens. I just can't do it. I end up talking too much, and then I spend like a ton of time editing. I say it every time. I'm like, don't take forever talking. Just do the tutorial and be done. A little tip, and I think I told you guys this before, when you're putting your concealer on, if you think that you have too much eyeshadow on one side, you can lightly run your brush. Like if you use a brush like this, you can lightly run it over the areas on your eyelid where you think you have too much eyeshadow. And generally it's, you know, for me it would be like kind of right in this area if I was a little bit uneven or just a little bit darker, or let's say I brought my eyeshadow out too far and it looks kind of stupid. I just kind of touch it up with this. I usually wait until I'm done with all of my concealer before I do that, because sometimes I get color on the tip, and the last thing you want to do is touch your eye, touch your eyelid, and then come down in this area, because you'll mess everything up. Okay, for powdering underneath my eye here, I'm going to go back into my NYX powder foundation. Now, I don't mind using this because it's light, it's not real heavy like some powder foundations can be. So I'm just going to use this to kind of set my concealer, and then also to tone down how bright this is. Yeah, I really like this eyeshadow palette with the colored bases. I think it's pretty with the bases that have color to them. Alright, and then for my cheeks, I'm going to use this Palladio Baked Blush. It is called Wish. And I haven't used this in a while. This is definitely one of my favorite blushes. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of that on my cheeks. I'm not going to use too much. This has a lot of pigment to it. I am going to bronze a little bit. This is my Palladio, it's called the Herbal Mosaic Powder, but I used this quite a bit as my bronzer. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to take that on my normal brush here. My hair is starting to get to that annoying point where it's, I don't know if I'm in need of a cut, if maybe I need to have it trimmed a little bit, but it's to that point where I have to, you know, definitely wet my hair in the morning because I get bedhead and it sticks up like right here. I don't know if you can see that, and then it does it. I don't know if you can see those little hairs, maybe not too well on camera, but it's kind of goofy how it just like sticks up. But I just feel fortunate enough that I can complain about my hair because now I have some. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of my Polidorf Enhancer Baby Eyes. Somebody asked me about this pencil. I think it was the video I did on Robin. Somebody asked me where I got this from. I bought this at Ulta. Now, Ulta right now, I think, is getting rid of all their Polidorf. Everything is 40% off, so that's how I got this pencil. But I'm sure that you can order this online. Maybe they're changing the packaging or something. I don't know. But that's what it looks like. And then here's the pencil. And I really like this a lot. It's a great flesh tone. I actually never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I like this more than my MAC Chromographic pencil. This is a little more true to my flesh tone color as opposed to the MAC pencil. The MAC is a little, it's a little bit darker. It is bright, but it's more like of a beigey color, whereas this is more like my actual flesh tone, and that's what I like. For my lips, I'm going to use some of my Jordana Rockin' Rose. Okay, to fill in the center part of my lips, because I kind of fill in the outside of my lips with my lip liner. For this under part, I'm going to use this lipstick. It's from Maybelline. It's called Smooth Taupe. There's the number. Now I just got this. I have to be honest, I don't really like it. But I wanted to give it another shot with some different maybe lip glosses. It's kind of like an opaque 1960s kind of lipstick. To go over that, I'm going to use this new lip gloss that I got from NYX. It's one of their Pump It Up lip plumpers, and the color is called Elizabeth. And this is what the packaging looks like. Now I really like this color a lot. And my hair is driving me nuts. Look at this, how much it's kind of grown out. I can pull it down over my ears now. So I don't know what to do. My husband's like, don't cut it, just leave it alone, let it grow out. My husband's very impatient. And he really liked my long hair, which, I mean, I really liked having long hair, but it's like right now, it's not like I can tell my hair, hey, hurry up. I'm sick and tired of looking at you short, you know. I can't do that. So, I mean, eventually it's going to have to be cut, but I don't know what to do with it. If you guys have any suggestions about my hair and what I should do, because like even this, look at my bangs. I push them over because I have 2 colics, but if I didn't have the colics, my bangs would be down to there. Can you see? But and I tried to train it so that my bangs would kind of stay down, but because of the colics, it's just not happening. My hair is so short that right now the colics have completely taken control. And it's kind of starting to wave a little bit up here. I don't know what to do with it. So, like I said, if anyone has any suggestions about how I should handle my hair, I'm completely open to that. And this red spot that I got, I don't think that's ever going to go away, so I've kind of accepted the fact that that bad boy is there. Alright, so we're done. I hope that you guys like this. This is look number 2 in my purple series, and this is good for every day. You know, obviously if you wanted to make this more of a nighttime look, you could add some black along the waterline. You could use some gel liner, you could put on some false lashes, and you would be good. But anyway, I hope that you guys like that. Again, please, if you have any suggestions for me or whatever you got, I'm happy to read. Just leave it down below in the comments section for me. Oh, my nails. Somebody in my last video asked for a nail tutorial, but this is so easy. If I made a nail tutorial video on this, it would literally be 2 minutes long. This is so easy to do. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that this color is available anymore. This was part of Zoya's matte collection last summer. But I used this color all over my fingernail. Okay, just in case someone can find it, this is what it's called. It's called Phoebe. Or if you have this, you might even be able to get it online, maybe eBay or something, I don't know. But it's a matte finish, so I used that all over my nail. And then for the top part, for the glitter, I used this. It's from LA Splash. And basically all I did was just painted half of my nail with this. This is called Sparkling Stratosphere. And it is from LA Splash. And LA Splash, let's see that, is sold at Ulta. So that's where I got this. And then a couple days after, because you guys saw my nails in the video I did with Robin, I added the silver stripe just yesterday, I think it was. And you can see that. The silver stripe is just this stripe right. And you can get that at Sally's. And that's all I did. I mean, literally, it's like one of the easiest, you know, manicures that you can do. So I wanted to show you guys that as well, because I had so many people comment about my nails and then someone asked for a tutorial, and you know, I mean, again, it's just so easy to do. But I figured I would show you guys the colors. But alright, you guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for making the requests. Keep them coming for me, and stay tuned for the dramatic evening look that I'm going to do with, I'm going to use affordable makeup again, but I am going to use my BH Cosmetics palette for the next look. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye.